Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to the front. In the last episode, we did a bunch of things. We were able to clear out an army in the southern front, and made the decision to commit to an offensive here with an additional army. I am in the process of recruiting more troops in Greece, and while on the good news frontier we do have a fleet being constructed and the economy is kind of in a sort of decent place right now, I don't know, I'm kind of trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out what we can do to try and I'm still umming and ahhing, because the thing is, the situation in Istanbul is not by any means stable. And with one turn having the conscription law going into place, we probably do need to seriously think about maybe waiting one more turn so I could finally fix the bloody the mosque, which will then keep the people happy. Even though it won't be doing any Christianization, it's not going to be causing any religious problems. But at the same time, I do need to get this, shit under hand. But yeah, we've kind of discovered the reason how the Ottomans have been able to launch their naval invasions, and I'm thinking if we end this turn, the Ottoman forces may attempt to launch yet another naval invasion. However, we are also about to capture Anatolia without having to take it, without having to go by force. Well, they will counterattack. I don't imagine we're going to be able to take the whole fucking region without having fought for it. If we did, then fucking bully for us. We can immediately get to ensuring this territory is under our control. Problem is, we've got the Ottomans are kind of conned onto the track. Well, have cottoned into our tactics of going into territories and Christianifying them up, as a number of territories to the eastern half of the lands have got their own mosques and stuff inside. Persia doesn't seem to have any, which is oh no, it does. So it's just Mesopotamia, potentially. I've taken a quick peek, but I don't see any obvious religious buildings. So it's possible that Mesopotamia will be faster to convert, but that's about it. We'll have to spend more time over here, which is going to be a bitch, but hopefully, because we've been here and not done so. Also, Palestine is looking pretty nice. Speaking of which, I think you should be sending him over there. Perfect. At least that's going to be something pleasant. If you want to head over here. Oh, wow. There's no one guarding it. If it wasn't for the fact that you're having to wait for your turn, I would have been like, shiggity-sha, shiggity-sha. But no, the situation is not looking super good. The army in the south is basically raiding tactics and attempting to do stuff. We have an opportunity to maybe do some damage and then withdraw back up to the front, but at the same time we do also need to think about some other things as well. But the Ottoman Empire so far is just extremely determined to just do hit-and-run tactics. I don't get their tactical logic at all, because while yes, their pinpricking attacks have resulted in the operation here being a bit more stagnant than I'd want, we're still making progress. Limited, albeit, but progress nonetheless. Speaking of which, we need to take on this army here. That's a 3-star general as well. So we need to take care of that. And we're going to quickly pop over here and fight this one. Quite a bit of a fight is up ahead against us. I mean, it's not quite as bad as it could be. Like, I'm not going to be it's not going to be an absolute disaster. But I am, this army is pretty tough. It's got some pretty good weapons. It's got the cannon. It has all of the potential to be quite a devastating attack. So, the last thing we need right now is for any of them to be, as it was. The last thing we need right now is a high casualty attack. But hopefully, because we're destroying these armies bit by bit, they're going to take time for them to re-recruit and whatnot. So, we'll see. Luckily for us, it looks like we've got the advantage of the battleground here. We're forcing on the flank, maybe, I want to say here. Like how we still have grass. It's like, it's the middle of the desert. We are in Egypt. We are pretty much in the most warmest conditions you could possibly be. And yet, you still want grass. It's like, you will have grass, and you will love the grass. You will be consumed by the grass, and you will love every moment of it, yes. Shrapnel shot is a wonderful thing. Speaking of good news, actually, we've actually, speaking on good things as well, we've actually been able to get some very much needed Daka in play, which is rather nice. Including having a very good selection of weapons. As I said, now that we've got the standardized artillery, we are in the process of building the building that will allow us the quick lime kill, which I'm very, very appreciative of. So we have 2 more regiments of infantry left. I'm going to put you and you to the far left, because I think that's probably going to be the best place for you. If the game lets me fucking put you there, of course. Does it not let me put you there? Why? Why is this one bump? Oh, really? Okay. Right, guys, you're gonna have to go slightly ahead of the line. Seriously. Fucking seriously. There we go. Right, anyway, so we've got a lot of work to do, but still. I want to say... yes. Maybe... yes. Right, let's go. Give me the Daka. Right, so we've got horses to my front. Cavalry there. This battlefield's very disjointed. I don't know why they're in a really jank position like that. I mean, to be fair, if we could get the riflemen, but that's obviously where a bomb's going to be, because that's where they deploy the bastards. So I'm going to have to avoid that like the plague. I don't think they've had enough time to set up spike strips, but I don't want to really chance it. There's a bunch of walls which the enemy may... yeah, they already did fucking... If there's one thing I will say about these battlefields lately, they have a lot of walls, and the enemy have been... I don't think I've ever seen the AI take so much advantage of cover in all my bloody time playing this game. Right, we're going to move up this section and have them defend this hill, because I think this will be a far better position to attack and defend from. Grenadier. We'll keep 1 regiment in cover to watch that, and I'll have these boys move up to here. You will keep here. You... I'll move up to the ridgeline maybe, but kind of... maybe here. Probably here-ish. Or should I just keep going? Maybe just keep going until we reach to like the same kind of area except there. I mean, the main intention here is I just want to try and be in a position to... maybe... I think I'll put the cavalry here. Maybe just have them on defensive operations for now. Are they going to make a move? I mean, I could nudge my cannon up, so we kind of get into range. How far off are you in range? Not by much. If we were to drag you to, say, here-ish, we probably would get a few cheeky shots. I'm curious as to what... I mean, they are moving up. It's not like they're not. It's just... it's most perturbatory. I mean, I'm a little edgy, leaving a giant gap in the middle of my lines. If they bum rush the cavalry in, there's not going to be a lot I'm going to do. I'm not going to... There's not going to be a huge amount I can do to stop them, except try and scramble some infantry to come through. This is where I would say the disadvantage of a Jaegerless army is majorly apparent, because if I had at least 1 regiment of Jaegers, I would have plopped one of them here with the bomb to start off with, and then tell them to use spike strips. While that doesn't completely negate enemy cavalry, it does trip them up, causing a lot of damage if you're not careful. So I think there's more or less the... Well, that guy didn't get much of a return on his investment, did he? I mean, it's not a bad amount of not a bad amount of ground, but in comparison to the rest of the place, it's a little bit shit. Besides, we can't really move up around here because there's probably a mine somewhere around there, so you probably want to go around here and try and push up around the rear flank. I mean, the big threat right now is that cannon, which, now that I've moved it up, is probably going to be in a perfect position to start dacking at my forces. So it probably should just move these up. And probably, for the first time, be the first to push, rather than let them push. Yeah, with the exception of the right-hand force, which is... Yep, here they go. Double time it. Oh, fucking Howies. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Right. Right, you need to get into position and start pushing as soon as you can. Be as aggressive as you can as well. We're going to take some heavy fire, no doubt. But we need you to start slapping. Fucking hell, we need to pretty much run right fucking in front of them, don't we? Fucking hate riflemen like this. Again, this is the disadvantage of not having riflemen in your army. There is a significant disadvantage there. Please tell me you're in range. Someone tell me you're in range. Here they come. There's a lot of fucking dudes there. That's it. You just keep running in front of my lines in a diagonal fashion. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This is getting really intense. I'm going to move up the cavalry to provide some support. Jesus fuck, we're taking heavy casualties. I don't like this at all. This is the main strength of the Ottoman Empire here. That's good. Good job. Good job. Fucking hell. Right. Get into position. Double time it. fuck in there. Withdraw. Get the fuck over there. I mean, this is a fustercluck to say this is a fustercluck. Oh, you fucking retards. Right, stop shooting. You've just done a massive amount of friendly fire for no fucking reason. Okay, the good news is we were able to do some significant damage. But this is a fustercluck of a battle, that's for damn sure. Fucking end that gun's life. Are you fucking for real? Right. You boys got a job. Right over there. Right, you try and get yourself over there as best as you can and try and double time it. Murder that wanker. There's a Howie group somewhere. I mean, ranged is actually, to be fair, no, those guys are kind of useless. The ranged dudes are kind of more important at this point. I don't blame them for wavering. Come on, come on, come on, come on, double time it. Oh, you fucking... Good fucking job, Jaegers, Grenadiers. Right. And now comes the part where we just have to deal with it. I'm curious as to whether or not there's any bombs or anything left, but yeah. G fucking G. This battle has definitely been not the best, I'll be honest with you. We've definitely taken a much higher casualty rate than I would personally like. The only hope is that... Oh, fuck me. Come on, save those men. No. That's it, get trapped. I'm not giving you the fucking satisfaction. What you fucking get, you prick. Bloody hell, that was close. Good job, lads. Sorry we couldn't save all of them, but you guys got out of the shit. This fucking front is an absolute nightmare. Seriously. I don't think I've ever encountered such a fucking turbulent front line as the southern front. Or to be fair, any of these fronts. The Ottoman Empire has so far been the most devious of motherfuckers. Which, I'm not gonna lie, it just surprises me how often they just pull these random ones. Like a fucking... Like, I'll just be like, oh yeah, the battle's done, it's all good, you know. And then there's one random fucking unit that just hasn't shown up until the end of the fucking battle. And then I end up getting fucking swarmed by a melee unit, which obviously... when the advantage is on their side, a melee unit as well as an arrow unit can be the most devastating force in the entire goddamn game. I mean, again, if any of you guys may have watched my old Iroquois versus the World series, whenever we did a straight-up fight with any nation, oh, we were screwed. There was no chance in hell of being able to survive half of those things. But, like, whenever we... Very nice modeling. But whenever we had the ability to get the drop on the enemy, even if it was just like stealth attacks or anything like that, they didn't stand a chance. It was ridiculous how much damage we were able to do to the to any of the European powers in America. But the moment they did anything that had like more of a traditional battle against them, oh fuck, we were doomed. We were literally doomed. It was literally hit and run or nothing. And it almost seems like the Ottoman Empire are doing the same thing. They know they can't beat me in a straight-up fight. I mean, we've seen on countless occasions. So they're changing the tactics to... Oh, my God. You know what? I will give big props to this game if that is exactly what is going on. Because if that is the case, then... My God, Ottoman Empire, you have done something that I didn't think you could. Or the... Oh, I say the Ottoman Empire. You've done something that this mod I didn't think could do. Which I am impressed. I will be very impressed. Right, okay, I'm going to spread the fuck out so we can get these things. You're wavering. I mean, the other militia unit's also wavering, but yeah, they're getting close. Get ready for a firefight, guys. At least they're coming like men to face it. And that's the ball game. Fucking hell. These guys are getting absolutely blitzed. And the fighting is just getting worse. The only good thing I could say is that we were able to neutralize quite a fairly large portion of the Ottoman forces. Really? Right. So, yeah. That's them taken care of. Okay. To be fair, there was a bit of an edgy moment where I wasn't too sure if it was actually going to be like that. Oh, motherfuckers. And that's going to earn me... That's going to lose me a fair amount of money as well. I'm going to probably avoid doing anything because I need to fix Istanbul. Like, Istanbul currently is in a major downpour because we're just not in a position to do... I can't leave the city because it will just cost so much fucking upheaval. I can't even tax it. That's how bad it is. Sure, we've gained a majority religious control over it, which I think is the main reason why we're not having a bloody rebellion, but the fact that we've recently retaken it just signifies bad things. So, right, end the turn. Now, the question is, will the Ottomans attack out of Anatolia, or will they let the settlement fall? Well, we know the answer to that. They're going to attack, because why would the AI simply let then an entire stack of infantry, a stack of infantry plus cavalry, give up? Yeah, there we go. We've whittled them down to the point where there is absolutely no hope for them to do anything. Their garrison forces, I mean, their cavalry have taken a massive beating. They've got a 3-star general. They've got a lot of very fancy cavalry and a lot of dudes who have taken some attrition. So all we need now, and I see that army in the distance, all we need to do now is never do today what you can put off till tomorrow. Yes, I agree. Well done, sir. But no, like, legit, we've got... oops. Legit. Legit. I can't really fault... Well, not fault. Legit, like... I lost my train of thought. No, we've got the army, we've got the area surrounded, we have all the possibilities. What we need to do now is just rout the fuckers, and the day is ours. And that will be another capital of the Ottoman Empire that has just completely been brutaled, which I am a big fan of. I mean, that's going to be quite the nice trip token for us. And once again, we've got an army that is slightly outdated. I say outdated. I like my armies with my Jaegers because obviously they will be more flexible. But to be fair, these guys, they've got the Bosniaks. I feel confident with these guys. The Lancers battalions have definitely done some good. 4, 5, 6. On a plus, I also have spike strips, which admittedly won't do me much service, but you never know. The enemy might try something silly, like attack with their entire cavalry force without even so much as blinking. Really? Right, if I attack from here, what happens? There we go. Boop. Right, so spike strips is being set up along the flanks, so basically, in the rare circumstances that I get to use them, I get to have them. And I'm basically blocking an entire front line. Cavalry... well, I'm going to have a left flank open, but yeah, apart from that. Go ham. Get into the carcass shot. You boys get into a semi-defensive position on the mountain. And let them come to us. I mean, to be fair, I'd half tempted to say don't even go for the infantry, just mind our own. Like, let the bastards come to us because we have the advantage. I mean... like, this is probably where having the timer would probably make the game more exciting, because obviously forcing the enemy to come to you is, you know, with this, with the attacker's advantage that I have, it's basically the AI is more or less doomed. And having the timer would make things interesting, because it would be like, oh, I've got to attack now. But to be fair, I kind of feel like putting an arbitrary timer on things, with the exception of when, I never like to do, I always feel like I need to fight and win the battles that I have. The only times I've ever decided to enact a timer is if a game-breaking bug or glitch or something would occur that results in the battle requiring a timer so that I don't get cheated out of a victory or a defeat, dependent, if the situation goes wrong. A good example of this would be in the Chosokabe campaign. There was one battle near the end of the series where the AI just didn't really do anything, and I couldn't really move up to attack because, well, then, you know, they didn't spawn or it didn't go through. Or in fact, even in this series where there was a battle that the AI that was attacking me launched and, you know, did all the things, but I couldn't really do anything because, well, the AI stopped spawning in troops properly, and I couldn't attack the troops that were stuck in a weird sort of jammy position. So rather than have the battle go into a defeat where I had to just accept the loss because of bullshit, I instead was able to have a victory because of that. And to be fair, the AI glitching out is probably the only times I'd ever use a timer. Oh, okay, you're taking your time. Very snazzy things for that. But yeah, I personally prefer the no timer things because it means that it gives me plenty of time to obviously plan things out, but then there's also these epic engagements which can take in excess of an hour, and I'm just spending my time just slowly but surely working my way through, and I fucking love it. It's one of those really good moments, and you're really going for it, aren't you? Sure, they could probably hit the sides of it, but they're going for the midpoint. Go on, you stupid bastards. Go straight into my spike strips. I dare you. Right, if you guys want to shoot me to the left a bit, just so I have my lines do some stuff. You up there, little rifleman? My dudes will take some casualties, but not as bad as they've lost theirs. And their Baghdad cavalry is going to get absolutely mincemeat. They might get into combat with me, potentially. Or they'll just stand in front of my lines like complete fuckwads. Fuck. I mean, again, we're defending against the Ottomans now. We don't have to do anything except just hold the line. There is nothing I need to do. Just hold the line. Do I need to even be snazzy? No. Just hold. That's all I need to do. They've moved their cavalry up as an attacking force and completely failed to do that. Like, seriously, the fuck are you doing? I'm hesitant to attack my cavalry, well, my lancers, into their Janissaries for two reasons. One, I don't know how good they are in melee, and two, I mean, to be fair, have you seen these guys? They look fucking hench. You know, anyone who walks in with a very flashy top that looks like a parrot, but, you know, is dedicated combat, yeah, no, I'm not fucking with. If I can shoot you, I will. It's your fault that you brought a sword to a gunfight. But at the moment, I think they're just walking up to the inevitable. Which, I'm not going to complain. The Auto Janissaries could be a problem, but if they just keep marching ahead of it, my guys are just going to do what they can. They're pretty solid shots as well. So, we got... Oh, we have an elite regiment as well, so... And these guys aren't veterans. What the fuck are they doing? Looks like they're just making a push. Laden. Nachladen. Laden. Doing? Seriously, what in the Emperor's name are they doing? Good fucking shot cannon, by the way, but still, what the fuck are they doing? Are they just randomly running? What the hell are they doing? I mean, they're just shifting their lines in front of my dudes. Are they trying to outflank them? I mean, this could be a tactic, sure. There's a lot of dudes on the left flank, and I'm going to have to withdraw my line almost if I'm going to be wanting to do anything about it. But at the same time, I'm like, what in the God Emperor's name are you doing? They're just throwing their troops away. They're finally probably going to be in a... Yeah, they're finally going to do a line battle, but half of the troops aren't doing shit. And by the time they finally do get into contact, we're probably already going to see some significant losses of life. I think the right flank's going to take an absolute shit kicking if I'm not careful. But I daren't move them. At least not for the time being. These guys are going to get slapped. I can't fly. They're going to get slapped. The only thing I can hope for is we'll rout these two guys and then I can begin to adjust the formations as necessary. But we've got a fight to do and they're just going to have to suck it up and deal with a few extra shots. Just shaved into the wrong position. Literally. Ready? No, nothing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good shit. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Right, if you can get them to rout and break them away, good. Right. Adjust. Formation. Go. Adjust the formation as and when needed. What in the... Right, move this dude up. Move over here. Get into position. Don't know what the hell they're thinking they're doing, but they're not doing... Oh, they're getting fucking stuck on those fences now. They're targeting the cannon, which is not good. And they got their fancy pantsy janissaries into position, which could be a problem again. Lancers, make your way around to the flanks. Point blank fucking shooting. You serious? This is a bizarre battle, to say the least. Right, the Lancers haven't done exactly a fantastic job, but they will do the job. Yeah, they're fucked. Double time it. This has been a very bizarre battle. I mean, from the fustercluck we had earlier to what we have now, I really would love to know what the hell's going on. I just can't make head or tail of it. As far as I can tell, it's just the entire army has decided to give up on intelligent tactics. And... yeah, it's literally decided to give up on intelligent tactics and have just given up. Like, just, they're routing, that's it. They've come against the gun line and they have completely failed to do anything of note. The only thing we're waiting for now is the end of the battle, so I can then, you know, tout up the results. And here they come again. Give them credit where credit's due. They're determined little buggers at that. I mean, the only thing we probably are waiting in order to completely destroy this army is if their general's bodyguard is completely knocked, but sadly... Nice. Right, Artillerie, halt feiern. Or fire Einstein. Right, let's go take care of that regiment over there. I think the only other groups of people who are in the battle now are just that unit. And the general's bodyguard. And that's about it. I'm going to double time it just so we can be in position. Right flank's taking a bit of a shit kicking. Everyone's used a lot of ammo this battle. Oh no, hang on. There's a couple of box formations being formed up. Artillerie. Couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, box formations are not a good formation to form when encountering artillery, and this is going to show you why. I couldn't have described it any better myself. Seriously. I cannot fault upon the artillery for giving such a brilliant demonstration as to why you don't form box formation in front of artillery. I mean, even these kind of formations is somewhat suicidal depending on the amount of troops you have in the infantry. I mean, I remember back in Napoleon Total War when you had the corps and the sheer amount of devastation one solid hit into, like one solid hit from artillery could be into that regiment. It was ridiculous. I couldn't stop murderizing people. It was delicious. But yeah, no. It's just puzzling. Right, they're broken. It's just their officer now, somewhere. There he is. No! Again! Fucking Janissaries. Are they shattered? No, they're not. They should be. Okay, yeah. Now they are. Nice. Nice. I won't lie. That was actually quite somewhat... That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty fucking sweet. Right, anyway. We've got to try and move into this position now. I don't think we'll be lucky enough to kill them all in that respect, but at least we can try and force the wankers from... yeah, if we can try and force the bastards into confrontation. Double time it. As soon as he goes, this army's fucked, and the battle's mine. Not even gonna sugarcoat it. Like, if that army is... Yeah, if those dudes will just... Oh, did they try to form up or something? Oh, they must have done, because I think they were in a formation, and then they didn't. Come on. Oh, fuck's sake. Adjust formation, adjust formation, adjust formation, adjust formation. Oh, they shattered. Oh, and they shattered too. I think that's the day done. So, okay, so they didn't quite... Yeah, they shattered. They saw the other dudes. They realized they weren't going to do anything. They saw that I was in position. Yeah, no, I'll take that. That was so weird. I mean, I'll take those victories. I seriously do. I love it when that happens because it's literally, I don't really have to do much. I can just watch the show. We took a lot of casualties, but I think that's because when the enemy did decide to attack with their ranged units, they did a lot. But that is an entire fucking settlement gone. And, yeah, now they're just raiding for the sake of raiding. Not helpful. Not helpful at all. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, so either this is going to be really fucking bad. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Gründing. 9. Rest in peace, mate. Rest in peace. You were an absolute chad of a man. Another gentleman. Oh, that's really bad. On the one hand, I'm kind of glad because it means it's none of my generals. I mean, it sucks because I've got two gentlemen down now, which, yeah, it sucks. And obviously the people aren't too happy as well. But the good news also is we do have conscription now, which I'm not going to lie, that's actually pretty cool because it does reduce, well, admittedly not a huge amount, but still, it reduces the cost of recruitment, and this one, which is the far better edition, gives me additional reduction in costs, but also a massive upkeep reduction as well. So there are benefits, it's just not very easily spottable. Though to be honest with you, I'm half tempted to say we probably should look towards things like that. But unfortunately, the deaths of 2 of my researchers has dramatically slowed down quite a bit as well. Who is Handel? Messiah Friedrich Handel has died, 74. Blind for several years, no protracted illness. Okay, so he died, sadly. Greece is getting itself an army. Right, so if we're going back over to here, yeah, I can see there's an army being formed here, and I think the naval forces in this region will, yeah. It's both useful because we can see what kind of positions we're in, and also it's like, oh, jeez, we've got a lot of work ahead of us. But to be fair, there's a good news scenario coming from this. If we move him... Can we move him? Oh, you must be joking! We can't. Their fucking navy's blocking us. Are you... Right, well, first of all, let's fix this bastard here. Right, we also then need to start fixing... Oh, okay, maybe not. Can't even fix any of those things. Right, question. Do you have a naval building or something we can use? 54 of the line? That's a lot. Let me guess. Of course. Unless that was someone reinforcing it. Bastards are blocking. They're actually blocking. I can't send reinforcements across the land channel. Fuck, these hit and run tactics. On the one hand, I'm extremely, like, irritated because I'm like, you motherfucker. Legit, I would be genuinely miffed were it not for the fact that I have to tip my hat in respect to the enemy's attacks. Unfortunately, yeah, we're going to have to fix that. Yeah, we're going to just do what we can to fix what we can. I mean, the enemy's navy is a problem, and I'm recruiting more ships, but I'm also, like, kind of stuck. Unless that naval force moves, I got no means to cross. But to be fair, if I can at least get rid of the... if I can fix that up, that's something. I could start making a move towards countering that. Question, can I get there? No, I'd have to move north and head through towards that. And of course they could launch yet another attack. But, you know, it might just have to be that. Like, I'm not joking. I might just have to seriously look into attacking... Probably that way is faster, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Legit. And of course we got to deal with this as well. 1329. So we're in the defensive siege right now. We're under attack already, and we've got very little things we can do to fix it. So at this point, I'm like, we probably need to start looking to attack these kind of dudes. Like these 2 regiment armies here we need to take care of. And then in addition to that, we've got to deal with these 3 armies here, which are quite numerous. I should have also put the music back on as well. So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. Because at the moment I mean, the war in the north... Well, the war in this... Okay, so we've made progress in the mid, right? So we're definitely on the strong thing. The problem right now is we got no navy. Seriously, we got fuck all in the navy. We could... I mean, to be fair, we've still got the recruitment side of things. So we got like 2 ships, 28, 40 gun, and we got an admiral inbound. But we got no other means to defend ourselves. And a lot of the ships we've got around here aren't military. I think maybe one of these areas is like a... No, none of them. Yeah, I got no military naval ports at all. They're either all fisheries, or they're all... Yeah, they're all fisheries, or they're all economic. There's no warships. There's no war sectors because we don't have them. So unless I want to suddenly start turning them into a military war port, I got no real capacity to do that, which is kind of gutting. I mean, dry dock. Oh, hello. You could get a steam dry dock here. That could be something. What's this one? What's the price? 5,000. This could be... Okay. This could be good. I didn't realize I had that. There's another one as well. They got a small navy, but... They got 90 mil guns of the line. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They've got a lot of dudes still. And... Yeah, we're definitely in the shit for this one, but... We got one port. It's a port. It's not the best of ports, but it's a port. And once the ship up here has been recruited, I'm going to move this fleet down south. If I can maybe get in the next turn... I mean, how many turns would it take? Doesn't take... I mean, to be fair, if I can get 290 ships of the line, that might do the trick. Because the thing is, I need some decent ships of the line. That's all I need. I'm not going to ask for, like, shitloads, but I'm just going to ask for, like, some. We get enough to be able to sail one big fleet... Head over to here. We can potentially stop them from launching naval invasions. I mean, they've still got a fuck ton of troops, and I'm gonna have to send some dudes to watch it. So, you know, if we can eliminate the Ottomans' main advantage of naval supremacy, then I think we can have them in the bag. But right now, we just got to try and fuck them over. And I think once this war is over, it's definitely opened my eyes to like the concept of naval warfare in its most, you know, in a high sense, because we will need, if we're going to take on, for example, the Maharat Confederacy, sure, we have a ground advantage, but we will need naval supremacy if we're going to really start looking into dominating the region, because having a naval supremacy just means we have the ability to not die or not be at risk of naval invasion if we can control the entire areas around the point. So we're going to have multiple fleets with like different strengths to them. We can't just have max stack fleets all over the place. And yeah, it's going to be a rough time. I mean, fucking hell, even the fucking Württembergers are getting themselves a proper navy now. Like, France has completely fallen to these guys, and I don't think they're... Yeah, no, to be fair, the Royal Navy... There are a lot of 6-rates, but to be fair, you don't need a big, powerful HMS Victory in order to slap someone. You just need a fuck ton of 6-rates. So yeah, no, I'm not under any circumstances. Yeah, no, holy shit. Yeah, holy shit, Britain. You may have lost, but you've also won at the same time, which is ridiculous. Spain's the next big empire probably to go. America is just kind of... Jesus Christ. Yeah, America, you go. You go, you. I mean, to be fair, I don't blame them. They've got a lot of fucking firepower on their line, and they've got the entirety of America to take on as well. I'm kind of surprised they haven't started pushing north, though at the same time, I mean, who is America at war with? They must be at war with some people. Yeah, the Cree and the Three Fires Confederacy. So Cree, where's Cree? Yeah, so there's the Three Fires Confederacy, so they're definitely fighting over that. Oh, they are taking out territory. Well, no, they're not. So they're just, yeah, they're fighting the Cherokee and the Cree, but I suppose the Cree are all, yeah, they're all up here. So they're maybe just having problems up in the northern territories, but everywhere else is just, yeah. So nothing much can be done about that. But over here, we definitely are starting to see quite a fair amount of problems, especially in the realms of here, because holy shit. I mean, what the hell can you do? But yeah, so I'm going to wrap this episode up a little bit today, because I think this is a good point in which to wrap things up. So yeah, the war is definitely entering a bit of a stagnation phase. We've taken over Anatolia. So where's the next territory? Damascus, that's it. I had a feeling. So Damascus is now the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. We have most likely pissed off... Well, yeah, we've already pissed off the thing. In terms of prestige, we've actually now... Yeah, we've knocked them down a peg. They're now actually behind the Swedish Empire, which doesn't surprise me. But the big problem we have right now is there are loads of Ottoman Empire armies, and almost none of them can be reached at this point. And there's obviously an army right next to us, which is also a problem. We've got an army in the south. We've got movement in multiple locations, but not much traction. I mean, we need to move the armies up anyway, so I'm half tempted to just have a suicide attack over here and just take the damage needed, but this is going to suck. Unless we can seriously do it. Right, go for it. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, that's going to cost me a lot of money. Just kill them. Just kill them. Just kill them. Yeah, done. Okay, good. Yeah. We do what we can, but yeah. Well, the good news is at least we've gotten rid of that army, so now all that's left is the one in the south. We'll probably move this army, depending on who recovers who first. I'll probably send this army to head over to Jerusalem to grab Jerusalem, and that's one more territory off them. And better still, we can threaten the Ottoman southern flank. We do that, they may decide to send some troops down south in order to mitigate whatever advantages we have. So I will catch you guys for the next one. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.